Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. In today's recipe we'll be making this easy and tasty Nigerian ogbono soup recipe, so make sure you stick around to see how I achieve this soup. So without wasting much of your time, let me walk you through the ingredients for today's recipe and let's get started. So I've got in here some assorted meat. You can use any meat, any protein of your choice to achieve this ogbono soup recipe. And I've got in here some washed caught mackerel fish. Over here is my washed jumbo shrimps. And I've got some washed red sliced onions. Next is my bitter leaf. You can use any vegetable of your choice, and I've already gone ahead to pre-cook the bitter leaf just to take out excess bitterness. Next is my red palm oil. Over here is my blended stuffs, which I'm going to list the ingredients on my description area. Of course, the star of the dish, which is the ogbono. I already made a video showing how to blend the ogbono seed, so if you miss out on the video, kindly click at the end screen to see how to successfully blend your ogbono seed. So I'm just going to start by transferring the assorted meat inside my pot. I'm using my pressure pot to cook or steam the meat just to save time and energy. So when that step is completed, over here is my red sliced onions, which I'm going to transfer inside the pot. I'll be using half of the onions and I will keep the remaining half for later use. Next, I'm going to add some salt, garlic powder, onion powder, beef bouillon powder. So I'm going to use 2 glasses of water to cook or steam the meat. Pressure pot tends to release more moist when you use it, so be mindful of the quantity of water you are using so that the resulting part of your steamed meat will not be tasteless. So at this point, I'm going to stir it, making sure the ingredients we added earlier on is well incorporated. When that step is completed, I'm going to get the unit of the pressure pot. I will set it and allow the meat to cook at least 85% cooked. And at this point, I'm not going to be adding the mackerel fish and the jumbo shrimps. Reason is because the two does not take time to cook, and you know pressure pot tends to cook very faster. I don't want the mackerel fish and the jumbo shrimps to melt inside the pressure pot. So I'm going to on it. I will allow it to cook, then I'll bring you guys back. So at this point, the meat is cooked. I'm going to transfer the stock inside my cooking pot. When I'm done transferring the stock, I'm going to cook the mackerel fish and the jumbo shrimps, which I did not cook earlier on. I'm going to allow it to cook at least at 3 minutes because mackerel fish and the shrimps, like I said, does not take time to cook. So this is 3 minutes later. The fish and the shrimps is properly cooked to my satisfaction. I'm just going to take out the fish. When I'm done taking it out, I'm going to put it in my oven because I want to grill the fish. Grilling is optional. If you want to can fry the fish, if you want to can leave it just the way it is, but I want to fry it so that the mackerel fish will be firm enough for me. So I'm going to add my palm oil. I'm not going to bleach the oil, I'm just going to allow it to heat up like some seconds. So at this point, I'm going to transfer the remaining red sliced onions. When I'm done transferring it, I will keep frying because I don't want these onions to get burnt. I will fry these onions for at least 2 minutes just to allow the onions to release its flavor inside the palm oil. So 2 minutes later, it is time for me to transfer or fry the ogbono. I'm using the frying method, and like I earlier stated, when I blended this ogbono, after blending or after grinding, I did not sieve it. It is totally optional. You can go ahead and sieve yours when you are done blending it. So I'm going to fry this ogbono for at least 15 minutes or thereabout, just to make sure that the ogbono comes out very slimy. So I'm going to start by adding the meat stock inside the ogbono one at a time, and at this point I'm done transferring the stock inside the meat. I'm just going to give it a quick stir. When I'm done, I'm going to cover the ogbono to cook for at least 10 minutes. So this is after 10 minutes. I'm going to add in the blended stuffs. Like I said, check the description area to see the ingredient that I added inside this blended stuff, okay? So I'm going to add water inside the plate just to rinse out the remaining ingredient or the blended stuff that's lying inside the plate. And here comes our cooked or steamed meat, which I'm going to transfer inside the soup. When I'm done transferring it, I'm going to give it a very nice stir, like a very good stir, so that the ogbono will incorporate more inside the meat and the meat inside the ogbono as well. And I want to use this time to say a very big thank you to you, all my old and my new subscribers. Thank you for always tuning in to watch my video. I appreciate each and every one of you. So at this point, as you can see, this ogbono is very slimy, like it is very slimy. If you don't want your ogbono to be too thick, you can go ahead and add more stock if you have, or you can also add more water just to loosen its thickness, because for me, I don't like my ogbono to be too thick. I want it on the medium part. And when you add the ogbono, be sure to cook on a low to medium heat, because ogbono can be so deceptive. Before you know it, your ogbono will start burning on the bottom of your pot. So when I'm done stirring it, I'm going to cover it to cook for extra 5 minutes. So this is after 5 minutes. I'm going to give it a quick stir. When I'm done stirring it, I'm going to test for salt and the cube. If I need, I will be adding it, but if there's no point of adding it, I'm going to introduce in the next ingredient. So at this point, it is time for me to add in my bitter leaf. Like I said, I've already gone ahead to pre-cook this bitter leaf just to take out excess bitterness. You can also use any vegetable of your choice, but the taste of bitter leaf inside ogbono is something that I don't want to miss. Like, bitter leaf is just the best vegetable for ogbono. Quote me wrong at the comment section. So this is the remaining one. I don't like my ogbono to be crowded with vegetable, so I will be stirring and I will be adding when needed. So at this point, I will stir it. If I need, I will add, but if I don't need, I'm going to keep the remaining bitter leaf for later use. So at this point, when I finished stirring, I decided to add the remaining bitter leaf. So when I finished stirring, I added more water just to loosen the thickness of the ogbono. That is why you see me adding extra cube, okay? But if you don't need cube, don't add cube, but I needed to add cube. That was why I sprinkled a little bit of it Over here is our smoked or grilled mackerel fish. Is out from the oven. At this point, I'm going to gently, gradually add it inside the ogbono as well, so that the ogbono will infuse more flavor inside the fish and the fish inside the ogbono as well. When I'm done, I'm going to stir it. When I'm done stirring it, I'm going to allow it to simmer for like 5 minutes or thereabout. And when that step is completed, I'll bring you guys back. So after 5 minutes, here comes the final result of our ogbono. I hope you enjoy watching this video. If you like it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all on my next video. Bye for now.